Morning, Matthew.
Morning.
Thanks for coming to say hi to us.
Thank you. You came here.
First question then. The world of Kick-Ass seems to be that it's been pitched as our world with superheroes in it, or is another way of looking at it, it's a superhero world without superpowers in it? Which of those is most accurate?
Mixture of both, I'd say. I mean, I think it starts off in a world very much based on reality about a kid who dreams of being a superhero and tries to be one. But, we weren't making a documentary, so we wanted to make a film which had a bit of fun, humour, sparkle to it. So I just decided to push the boundary as far as I could. So, in theory, there is nothing that happens in this film that couldn't happen in real life. But you'd be pushing the limits of either financial needs, training, or just pure luck. But, there isn't, everything that they buy or have you can get on the internet. All the costumes are based on materials you can buy on the internet. So we'd grounded it as much as possible, but I felt if I grounded it too much, could get a bit boring to watch.
So have you left yourself some room to go a little further if you and Mark do team up again and you do adapt the second?
Yeah, I have a few ideas for the sequel, which will, it will push different boundaries. There's no point pushing the same boundary. I think, doing a sequel with Hit Girl, just saying F you and see this and killing lots of people, you've seen it before, so it won't have any more shock or originality. So we'll do some different things with her.
Mark seems to be incredibly good at generating publicity, and
Mark Miller.
Yeah, he's running around saying an awful lot of things, getting a lot of coverage for this film. Is it all useful?
I think Mark's sort of guy that no one ever used to listen to him all his life, so now he's suddenly got a vocal point and people are paying attention, so therefore they talk a bit too much, but at the same time he's talented, so I think he's enjoying the spotlight, and deservedly so. So he does say some things that irritates lots of people, but half irritated, half will come and watch the film, so I can't control him.
There has been a lot of sort of ground level grassroots hype for this film, a lot of support on the web and amongst fans and comic book heads.
Yeah.
But is all of this publicity useful? And really, do you think that the sort of controversy that sort of cropped up in some of the more sort of conservative newspapers is useful as well?
Useful in what sense? Useful in getting people to hear about the film?
Yeah, in that sense, and also in sort of preparing people to understand what the film is.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be like True Romance, which was a movie where lots of grannies and women went to go watch thinking it was a romantic comedy and seriously had a bit of a heart attack. This is, I think, the title Kick-Ass, if that doesn't give you a clue to the type of movie it is, then you shouldn't be able to buy a ticket, let alone buy one. And I'm... we haven't tried to fan the flames of controversy. I think what happens is a lot of people are going in with their knives wanting to destroy the movie, and then they have a pleasant time and realise there's a lot of morals to the film as well. It is, dare I say, it's a modern version of The Good Samaritan. So it does... it's confusing people, this film, because all the women that have wanted to hate it, 99% of them have actually turned out and loved it.
It's interesting, so it's women that wanted to hate it.
Yeah, well, not less women going in thinking they're not going to enjoy it, should we say, and then being pleasantly surprised.
Sort of expecting a boys' film.
Yeah.
Would you say it is offensive in any respect?
Offensive? I think that's just a matter of taste, personal taste, and it's totally subjective. I think it's not offensive.
Personally, I think it is, but in the best sense of the word, I think it's an asset. I think it offends a certain sort of sensibility that.
Well, the best sense of the word, I've never known what the good sense of offensive is, but I would say, I would disagree. I don't think it is. I think offensive would be if we were trying to make this as a film for 10-year-olds, then I think it'd be offensive. But if the audience we're going for, I think it's impossible to offend them. I think what they would find offensive is if they went to watch this film and it didn't have violence and swearing in it, then it would become an offensive film.
So it's another collaboration between yourself and Jane.
Yes.
Give me some idea of what your collaborative process is actually like.
Great fun. She's a partner and a friend, so I'm lucky. So we're lucky that we're doing something that we end up getting. We would do this for free. So
how's it go? When are you pacing around the room on a word processor or passing drafts back and forth?
I bang out a very rough first draft of my own, send it to her. She then turns it into a very readable, proper draft, and then we sit together in a room. But also now that with technology, we don't even have to be in the room together. We just email pages back and forth, and then we sit down and actually read the script together afterwards and act it out a bit, and then once we feel confident with the screenplay, unleash it to the world.
Wonderful. Well, thanks very much.
Great.
Very quick question. Another project with Mark, but we don't know anything about it. What can you tell me that's going to get me really excited for it?
It's going to be good.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah.